All I have to do is harness the power within and I'll turn into Super Saiyan. Is she still trying to turn into a Super Saiyan? Stop! You're gonna pop something important. All I have to do is believe in myself! That's not quite the transformation I was hoping for. Anyway, I'm gonna be late to class. Anais, can I ask something? What? You know how you're like a baby, but you're at school with us? How does that work? Yeah, that's totally unrealistic. Are you kidding me? I'm not sure what you're so upset about. The fact that neither of you know that your sister, who you live with, is a year above you in your own school. What are you talking about? Look around you. Mine's the only class in Elmore High. Gumball, no it isn't. The world doesn't revolve around you. Yes, it does. Look, it's happening right now. Just try for 1 minute to see that there's other kids in the school. Open your mind. Open your mind. No, not literally. Open your mind. Open your mind. Oh. There are others. Yes, and believe it or not, some of them have even more interesting lives than you. Psh, like who? My name is Claire, and today is the worst day of my life. My dad has lost his job. We've lost our house, and now we're forced to move back to Detroit. I only have 1 day to say goodbye to the ones I love. One last day to say goodbye to my so-called world. But luckily, 2 strangers were about to change my life forever. That's right. Gumball and Darwin. Gumball was devastatingly, inhumanly beautiful. Her face is like a classic painting drafted by an old master. Who are you? I didn't realize it yet, but these 2 were the true heroes of my story. The first person I needed to say goodbye to was my only true friend, Wilson. Wilson always struggled with his identity, but Gumball and Darwin would help Wilson find himself. It was going to be a tearful goodbye, but I knew that with the help of Gumball and Darwin, better get to it now while I still have the strength in my heart. Dude, that girl is crying out for help. No, she isn't. You are only getting involved in her story so you can be the center of attention. And, as usual, you'll ignore anything that gets in your way. Don't you dare make me disappear! Like I was saying, let's get this girl all the help she needs to stay in Elmore. Ow! Oh, Wilson, where's the good in goodbye? It's just before the bye. I don't know what I'll do without you. The cheerleader in me is so, give me an S, give me an A, give me a D. What does that spell? Sad. But at the same time, the goth in me is all like, whatever. But the football player in me is all like, and the majorette in me gives a low, sad blast on his trombone. I thought it was actually going to make the noise. Ah! Leave us alone! Don't you get it? This is not about chew! About chew? What does that even mean? I don't know. It sounds Cantonese. I said this is not a bad chew! Not a bad chew? Not a bad chew! Still not getting it. Ah! Goodbye! As I was saying, as I walked into the distance, I realized that whilst I had lost one friend, I had gained two who were far superior than the other one. I mean, what was he supposed to be anyway? Can you at least let my voice do my own thoughts? Next, I had to say goodbye to the person who told me everything I know about geography, Mr. Cornell. Ah, Miss Cooper, like Shakespeare once said, parting is such sweet sorrow, and the capital of Sweden is Stockholm. Facts. I just wanted to say thank you, Mr. Cornell. If you only remember one thing I've taught you, it's this. Question everything. Why? No, don't question that. Question everything except that. So, it's question everything questioningly? Yes, I think. But what am I going to do without you? As long as you carry that book I gave you, I will always be watching over you. Like, you mean in spirit? No, turn it over. Oh. What are you doing? We're drying your tears. What do you want from me? We want to help. There's no reason for you to leave Elmore. There's nothing you can do about it. Like I said before, this is not a bad chew. We don't speak Cantonese. Urgh. See, the problem here is your attitude towards life. Darwin, you'll be Claire, I'll be Life. Okay. Life is giving Claire a hard time. What is she doing about it? Let's try that again, but with a more proactive attitude. Now, do you see the difference between fighting the odds and just moping about? Mr. Cornel, say something. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. I do not mope. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry, Claire. I was hoping you'd bump into me for dramatic effect, but I didn't count on how small I was, and anyway, what I wanted to say was, let them help you. But they seem really bad at helping. Oh, they are. But they're even worse when they don't get their own way. Dun dun dun. She disappeared. No, I just got around the corner for dramatic effect. So now it was time for the hardest goodbye of all. Jared, the love of my... Oh, come on! Jared, you've got to trust us. You have to follow Claire to Detroit, okay? But not straight away. Let her get all the way to the airport, and then as she waits to board the plane and the last call for the flight is announced, you run to the airport in slow motion. You grab her hand. She sees the bracelet she made for you as a symbol of your love. Sorry, do I know you? Listen, this is not a story with the happy ending, okay? It's a story I write on my diary using my tears as ink. You think you can live in some amazing magic wonderland where everything has a happy ending? Well, the truth is, this is real life, and bad things happen in real life. Why so sad? Wait a minute. This here is a talking and dancing bear who somehow has a butt. We can use it in a school with a green fish, a black and white cat, a toast, and wherever Principal Brown is. Now, who dares to say this world isn't amazing? The world is what you make it. But she doesn't want our help. Do you want to be a spectator in life, or do you want to play a part? Wasn't this about helping Claire? Yeah, that too. Now, let's go and give her a happy ending, whether she likes it or not. Wait, why do I have a butt? My eyes dropped pearls of sadness as I saw my past drift away into nothingness. I saw the swings where Wilson and I shared so much, the park where Jared... Stop the bus. We fixed everything. Stop the bus. Where Jared gave his heart to me. The picket fences on the street. Streets I walked 1,000 times. Our old house. It's for sale sign mocking me from the front lawn. I looked at my friends' houses in which I'd never see again, laugh. in which I never again cry. But what if I gain from this loss? And what does that mean? Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. The only thing left to do is stare at the rain. So I guess this is it. Goodbye, Elmore. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, life. Huh? Ah! What's going on? Only the biggest happy ending of your life. What? You don't need to leave Elmore. We fixed everything for you. But how could you ever fix first? We got Masami to ask her dad to give your dad a new job as an engineer at the Rainbow Factory. But my dad isn't qualified, huh? You don't need a qualification if you got a made-up magic job. Are you feeling happy, Mr. Cooper? Yes. I think what he meant was, yeah! But what about my, did you just say house? Well, Mrs. Juttenheim used her broomstick to find the end of the rainbow where she stole a pot of gold from a leprechaun, which she used to buy it back. And now, don't forget your old buddy Wilson. Well, when he saw a cat and a gold, when he saw a girl and a cat riding a fish down the freeway, he realized that maybe he wasn't so estranged after all. Right, Wilson? Right. And the cherry on top. Jared and Claire, you are hereby elected the prom king and queen of Elmore High. Yeah! Just go with it. These people are insane. Take that. Mega happy ending. Take that. Mega happy ending. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Elmore. Boo!